Okay, automatic payment program is that so we are going to um, send a cover letter, so informing that so and so check is been drawn from the so and so bank. So please acknowledge the receipt of the same. Okay. So it is having the couple of informations, that the payment document, then the accounting entries, the vendor reconciliations, so bank accounts. Okay.
Okay. So what you said is absolutely not right.
Hmm?
What you said is not right.
Okay. Okay. Now I'll write.
Yes, automatic payment program is to make the payment automatically if I have multiple vendors, multiple
Okay.
company codes,
Okay.
multiple payment method. Like till now we are seeing that we have one vendor, one payment method like bank or by cash.
Hmm.
But in real time, I may have multiple vendors,
Okay.
different type of payment methods like online transfer, check,
Hmm. Hmm.
bank transfer,
Hmm.
credit card,
Hmm.
and different payment dates.
Hmm.
So in this given scenario, I cannot select each and every vendor and do the payment.
Hmm.
So here comes the importance of your automatic payment program.
Okay.
Using the automatic payment program,
Hmm.
system will automatically will apply the payment for all the invoices which are due automatically. So if let me go to the PowerPoint. The whole sometimes accounts payable if you are
Hmm.
in the accounts payable if you are getting a question, major focus will be on automatic payment program.
Okay.
Now, so automatic payment program. Using the automatic payment program, we can configure the system to print the check, payment advice, and payment summary for the due invoice, the due vendors. So here, the third line is saying as the due invoice or due vendors. We are not saying all invoices, all the vendors. Let us say I have 1,000 vendors in my organization. In this 1,000 vendors, there are 200 vendors who need to be paid on the particular date. Again, in this 200 vendors, there is one vendor who is XYZ who has supplied me 25 invoices on different date. Again, in this 25 invoices, there are 10 invoices which are supplied by this particular person on the particular date. So system, when applying the automatic payment program, it will consider only the 10 invoices only. So if anyone asks like how system is picking only the particular invoices, you need to say based on the due date. Whenever the invoice is coming to the due, that invoice only system will make the payment. So here we know print the check, system will print the check. Payment advice. What is payment advice? I am going to write a covering letter to the supplier saying that, dear sir, please find the check number, so and so check number, drawn on so and so bank, dated on so for so and so amount. plus some content will be there. That is your payment invoice. And payment summary, the multiple invoices, if any, details of the invoices, list of the amounts, and the total is your payment summary. So in this case, system will do that automatically. Paying company code and sending company code. So what is paying company code and sending? Sometimes you'll get a question on this. Paying company code is one which is making the payment on behalf of the sending company. And sending company code is one which is sending invoices. Let us say, for example, head office and branch. Branch will have a branch will have the permission to buy the material. Whatever the material is required, it has a right to buy. But in many cases, it doesn't have the right to make the payment. So what is branch doing? It is buying the material and sending the invoice to the head office. So head office is making the payment. So in this case, paying company code will be the head office, sending company code will be the branch office. Like this also we can consider. Now, again, sometimes I'll get a question asking that explain the 4P in your automatic payment program. 4P. That is parameter, proposal, program, and print. So in this parameter, what happens in the parameter? In this phase, the user enters the selection criteria such as the company code, payment method, next payment run date, number range to consider the payment run. So let us say, for example, I have 1,000 vendors. The user will enter the list of all the 1,000 vendors. I have 10 company codes which I need to process the payment. The user will enter the 10 company codes. I have two payment methods. One is online transfer, one is your bank transfer. I enter the payment method and the different dates when I need to make the payment. That is nothing but your parameter. So in the parameter, what I need to say? List of vendors, list of company codes, list of payment methods, and the next payment date is your parameter list. Then proposal. So what is proposal here? Whatever the parameter the user has entered here, based on this parameter, system is going to run a proposal. In this proposal, what is happening? System is going to execute the payment for that invoice only which is due. Whatever the parameter user entered, based on this parameter, system is going to run a proposal. In this proposal, system is going to pick that invoice which is for due. That is called as a proposal. You can edit the proposal. I'm going to show at the time of the configuration. In this proposal, even if you say, I don't want to make the payment for particular invoice or the invoice is subject to verification, I can do all the controls under the proposal option. Program, that is the third P. Once the proposal is verified and authorized, the user executes the payment program. So in the program, what is happening? The user who is executing the program, he will verify, yes, these are the list of vendors I need to make the payment. These are the different company codes I need to make the payment. These are the different payment method I have, payment dates I have. Once everything is verified, he is going to execute a program. Upon execute the program, all these activities will happen automatically. All these things will happen automatically. First, the vendor line item due for which checks are printed are cleared automatically. We have seen that we have purchased some material. So whenever you buy the material, system will show open item red color. So in this case, system will clear automatically. The vendor reconciliation, in our case, 100,505 or 100,500 GL, which you have created reconciliation, that also gets cleared automatically. The bank account and the check register is updated. Yesterday, we have seen that we have updated, we have done the payment manually, and you have updated the check register by using FCH1 transaction code. So in this automatic payment program, system is going to issue the check. It will update the check register automatically. The vendor balances update automatically. Finally, the system is going to run the accounting entries automatically. So these are the key areas you need to remember. Sometimes if someone asks what is automatic payment, what is the result of that? Then you need to say all the vendor open items, the vendor reconciliation account, the bank checkbook, check register, the accounting entries, everything system is going to update automatically. The last P. In this case, the system is going to print the check, payment advice, and payment summary. This is about your automatic payment program. Any questions, Shekhar? Hello, Shekhar?
No,
Okay. So now
this
we need
is
to go with the
this
configuration. Yes,
material you newly created, but I haven't got this material
this is a
earlier.
PowerPoint. If you want, I'll share it. I think already you are FICO documents, right?
I have all FICO documents, but this PowerPoint is not there.
I'll share it to you. PowerPoint generally I don't give to anyone. Student is asking only, I'll share it. So now we are doing the configuration. So as I was saying that automatic payment program is very important from the interview side. Without the question of automatic payment program, there is no interview at all. Now, and if you ask any person who is going for an interview, generally he says there are 5 steps. But as for my material, I have mentioned total 8 steps. So
Hmm.
the other 3 additional steps are creating the bank GL account,
Hmm.
linking the GL account with the bank application that we ordered yesterday, and creating the check log. So the reason for adding those 3 here. So if I tell all these 3 steps here in automatic payment program,
Hmm.
the opposite person will get impressed on what I'm explaining.
Okay.
Now, also try to understand or try to remember the way in which I'm explaining. So if you're preparing the way in which I'm explaining, that is always good. And here, generally, I'll go with the navigation first, because while going to the navigation, I can understand what activity I'm doing here, why I need to do this activity, I can clearly understand. Using the transaction code, I generally don't suggest initially. We have a transaction code called FBZP, but I don't suggest the transaction code initially because it leads to confusion if I'm learning something new. Now, first step is Set up payment method per country for payment transaction. So in this navigation, like this, you need to remember. In this setup payment method per country for payment transaction, I'm going to see whether the payment method like bank transfer, check, online transfer is assigned at the country level or not. I'm going to see whether the payment method is assigned at the country level or not. So go to system, SPRO, reference IMG, so financial accounting, accounts receivable, accounts payable, go to business transactions. In that, outgoing payments. In outgoing payments, there is an option called automatic outgoing payments. In that, go to payment method or bank selection for payment program. So these are the steps which are applicable for automatic payment program. In the very first step, what we are observing here, we are going to see whether the payment method is assigned at the country level or not. Execute here. Now, we are doing a configuration for US. I say US. Payment method is C. Check. Enter. Double click on the line. So, country US, payment method check. It is used for outgoing payment. Payment method classification select as check. And here, the very important is that the program name should be RFFOS_C. Remember the program name. Sometimes you can put a question, what is the program which we use in automatic payment program? RFFOS_C. If any customization is required while doing the automatic payment program, I need to check with the ABAP consultant. And here under the posting details, you see document type is showing as a JETP and JETV. But till now, we are seeing that the payment method is showing as KZ and KA. Then why ZP and ZB is showing here? This is to identify what is my manual payment and what is my automatic payment. So in the list of 10 payments I have, some are showing the KZ, some are showing ZP. So those payments which are showing as a KZ, I say those are done manual payment. Account has done the payment manually. And if it is showing ZP, I say the system has done the payment automatically. Now to complete the step number 1, here we are seeing the payment method as ZP or ZB. What I say, open one more window, maintain the document type for ZP, OBS or transaction code, position ZP here, details, 20 is visible here. So same 20 should be in your company code also. Click on number information, enter your company code, click on change interval, insert line 20, next should be 5001 to 6. We have completed the step number 1. To avoid confusion, close this first step. Now, so if you double click on the currencies, or sometimes I'll get a question that I want to allow multiple currencies, or I want to allow only one currency. Then how? Double click on currency folder here. If nothing is mentioned in the column, means I can make the payment for all the currencies, INR, dollar, every currency I can use it here. For example, I say I want to make the payment only for $1. Then new entries and make the currency here. System will make the payment only for that particular currency. So we are done with the first step. Then second step is set up payment method for company code. Once you are done the payment method, the country level, then you are going to see the setup pay note here. Set up payment method per company code for payment transaction. Once you are defined the payment at the country, that is macro LC, then we are going to see the payment at the company code level. Execute new entries, your company code, payment method C check, minimum amount I say $100 and maximum amount, for example, I specify as 50,000. So what does that mean? I'm saying that if any invoice which is less than $100, system should not make any payment. And maximum amount I'm saying is 500,000. Invoice which is beyond 500,001 or it is up to 500,001, system should not make any payment because the value is very high. The supplier should personally go to the accounts manager and collect the check. But here, as it is a training session, I'll put the infinity amount. Then, so here on the foreign payments, I say, if a business partner is allowed abroad, do you want to make the payment? Yes. Do you want to allow any other currency apart from dollar? Yes. If a customer or vendor is staying abroad, that also you want? Yes. And I select single payment for marked item, payment for due date. So the purpose of selecting the single payment for marked item is I want to save my check leaves. For example, these are my different invoices I have, which are payable on different dates like this with different amount. Now, if I select the single payment for marked item, system instead of making the payment or instead of issuing the check for 10,000 separately and again making the check issue for 25,000 separately, it will consolidate 10 and 25 and it will issue only one check. How it is possible? Based on the due date. On April 13th, there are two invoices. So instead system issuing 10 and 25 separately, it will consolidate 10 and 25, issue check for 35,000. On April 14th again, it is 70,000. Provided vendor is same. Then payment for due date. I am informing the system that don't make the payment for all the invoices. Do consider only that invoice which is yet for the due. That is the purpose selecting the payment for due date. Click on form data. So I want to issue the check. What script it should be there? So press F4. As I'm in US, I select US here. I select payment method. Then, or else we can copy the format here. F110 freedom check is the script form. Copy the form. Paste. Click on save. Enter. are done with the second step. Back arrow, back arrow. Now I need to write a letter to the vendor, like payment advice, payment summary, and also I want to write a covering letter. That is your setup paying company codes for payment transaction. This is my third step. So you need to say in this step, we are going to do configuration for issuing the check, payment advice, payment summary, like that. Execute here, new entries, your company code. So here currency is showing as ZAR, South Africa currency. But once I enter any amount and click on enter, whatever the currency you are defined in the company code that will appear automatically. Then click on form tab. So I want to write a payment advice to the supplier. What content should be there? Again, this is a SAP script form. Press F4. So payment advice, I'm going to make this. Then I want to write a letter to the vendor. Click on sender details. Text, the standard text. Footer. I'll take copy of the forms. Header details. Footer and sender. This is my standard details. Enter, save. Are done with the third step. Back arrow, back arrow. Set up all company codes for payment transaction. So in this step, we are going to define this is my paying company code and this is my sending company code. Execute here. New entries, your company code. So as I don't have the opposite company code, I say sending company code and paying company code is same. In the real time, the one who is supplying the material that I'm going to consider a click on enter. Now, sometimes, not sometimes, many times, I'm getting a frequent question that I want to separate the payment account to business area. Then here you need to select a checkbox. If this is selected, you can make the payment account to the business area wise. And tolerance days payable. For example, how many days you want to grant additionally. Say, I need to make the payment on 10th Feb. So if I add here 2-3 days or 5 days here, that is adding 5 days grace. And how much percent you want to give the discount here? What is the max percent you can specify? Do you want to allow any other advanced transactions? Then you can select this option. Press F4. These are the advanced transactions you can allow. Down payment, securities, all this you can allow. Click on save. We are done with the fourth step. Fifth step is set up bank determination. This is my fifth step. So in this step, what we are going to do, we are going to say that this invoice need to be paid from this bank account. For the bank account ID, if you want to put any limits on the invoice, you can put mention here. That is your bank determination. This is how you need to practice, how you need to explain. Execute here. Search for your company code. Select the line. Double click on the ranking order folder. Again, sometimes a question will be on the ranking order. What is the ranking order? Any idea?
Ranking order would be that from which bank we
Hmm.
are issuing the payment first.
Hmm.
Then, then let's say I'm having SDFC, ICICI, State Bank of India.
Yes.
So, so which bank will be preferring first? If
Hmm.
not, then which bank we are going to prefer second, like that.
Exactly. So giving the priority or sequential preference to the number of banks I have is a ranking order.
Mm.
Double click on ranking order or click on inventories here. Payment method C check, currency dollar we are to, ranking order product one, house bank, press F4
Mm.
like this. If I have second bank, I'll put to here SBI, third bank HDFC, fourth bank your whatever the bank you have, that is called as a ranking order.
Mm.
Enter. Now select the line. In this bank, I may have different type of bank accounts, like say current account, saving account, terminal account, working capital account. Then that configuration I do in the bank account folder. Click on new entries, select the house bank which you are done, payment method, see check, currency, dollar, account ID, that is your type of account you have, current account, press F4. Bank sub account is nothing but the GL account which you have created, 200, 101, 200, 101. Like this, I say ICICI Bank, dollar currency, I have same account. HSBC Bank, current account, different GL account. Different type of bank account, like this is called as a bank account folder. Now, in this bank account, there is a two options you have, enhanced. So what is the difference between bank account and bank enhanced here? In this type of account, if I have multiple accounts in ICICI, I have four banks, type of bank accounts, current account, saving account, working capital, terminal. So for all this different type of bank account, I want to do the sequential preference, that is the ranking order. That is nothing but your bank account enhanced folder. Click on new entries here, house bank, press F4, payment method is check, currency is a dollar we have consider. Ranking order I'm saying is the first preference to which type of account it is? My current account. Sub account is 200, 101. Like this, I say ICICI Bank, second preference to working capital. ICICI, third preference to your term loan account. HSBC Bank, fourth preference to your different level, like this. And now within the bank, I want to put a restriction on the amount wise. That is nothing but your available amount folder. Double click on available amount here. New entries. Select the house bank which you have created. Account ID, the current account.
Mm.
Days, I say infinity days. Currency, dollar. And for example, I say 50,000, for example, 100,000, 150,000. So what does that mean? I'm saying that if any invoice which is from 100 to 50,000, the payment should happen from ICICI Bank current account. Invoice which is from 50,000 to 100,000, the payment should happen from whatever the bank you have created, the different type of account. And 100,000 to 150,000, whatever the bank you have created, the different type of account. So this is the maximum given. Now let's say I got an invoice which is of 400,000, or I got invoice which is of 200,000. What will happen? In this case, system will not make the payment because the maximum you specified is 150 only. So if anything crossing beyond 150, it will not issue the payment. So as it is a training session, I put as a blank, not blank, I put the infinite amount. Click on enter. Now what system, we try to enter some values here, again we remove. So system is thinking that there is some value over here. Just click on cancel. Yes. If you want to add any other expenses, like to make the payment, I'm adding some check charges, check clearing charge. If you want to collect, double click on expenses, also you can add it here. Back arrow, click on see. So with this, we are done 5 steps by using the navigation. What are the other 3 steps? Creating the GL account that already done. Then linking the GL account to the bank application, that also we are done by using FI12 transaction code.
Hmm.
And creating the check log by using FCHI, that also we are completed.
Hmm.
So that means automatic payment program has been completed. Now, is there any easy transaction code? Yes.
No, bank determination.
Huh?
Bank determination we have completed now.
Bank, yes.
Okay.
We have completed 5 steps in the navigation. Yesterday, we have completed 3 steps like creating the GL account, linking the GL account bank application,
Hmm.
and creating the check log.
Now assign the payment method to in vendor account.
Yeah, I'll complete. So next, I need to discuss. I need to see what is the transaction code FBZP. These are the steps. So,
FBZT.
yeah, here it is.
Okay.
FBZP.
Sorry, what we are doing here with
So
this?
here I'm showing you the difference between the navigation and the transaction code.
Okay.
If I use the transaction code, I'm getting these options.
Okay.
So what are the things we have practiced now? First step is set up payment method per company for payment transaction. So payment method per company for payment transaction. Click on here. Click on position. Country as US. Payment method C. This is what we have done the very first step.
Oh, FBZ ZP. If I
Yeah, instead of
use,
navigation, you can use
I'll
it.
get all the 5 steps.
Yes.
Oh, okay. 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 Okay.
But if person is going for interview, I don't suggest using the transaction code FBZP. Reason, people are not trying to remember the things what I'm explaining. But you are a professional, as you already exposed to SAP, you can go
Hmm.
with the transaction code FBZP, up to you.
Okay.
Okay. Now, next, what I need to do, I need to assign the payment method to my vendor master data. So accounting, financial accounting, what is the transaction code to send the vendor master data? XK02.
02.
Yes. Master record, centrally XK02. Enter here. Select the supplier. Press F4. I want to search supplier account to my company.
Hmm.
Select the payment run because I'm concerned only with the payment transactions.
Hmm.
Select the payment transaction general data and
Hmm.
company code data.
Hmm.
Enter.
Hmm.
So what I'm getting the message? Redirect transaction BP as XK will also select. Then go to the transaction code called BP. Organization. I want to see the supply which are created. Drill down, I select as Find vendor.
Mm,
Fi vendor here. Click on create. Now already we have created one vendor. For that I need to assign the vendor master data. Go to business partner. Click on change option. Okay, it's not appearing like that. First, you find the vendor here, FBL 1M. This is my vendor.
mm,
Copy the vendor number. Go to the transaction code called BP
mm,
and find the business partner if my supplier is this. I'm
mm,
asking the system to find my business partner if my supplier is, paste your supplier number. If this is
mm,
my supplier number, what is a business partner?
mm,
Enter. So this is my business partner.
mm,
Double click on here. This is the display.
mm,
Now go to menu, business partner, click on change option. Now it is in the editable option.
mm,
Click on company code data tab.
mm,
Here, go to vendor payment transactions.
mm,
Here, I need to assign the payment method. What is that? Check. Select it, enter. Understood?
mm.
So this is the changes app. Click on save. We have done the changes. Now we are going to post a transaction and we do the payment here. So we'll post multiple invoices. F-43 or FB60.
One sec.
Yes, yes.
F dash 43 is my single screen, uh,
F-43 is a double screen.
double screen, and F dash 60 is a single screen.
FB60 is the single.
AP60 is just a single screen. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Mm,
So I'll go with FB60. Change your company code if something is showing here. This is my supplier. Invoice date. Let us say I'm buying the material for 125,000. Credit purchases 200, 120. The material account. Credit purchases. Business area. Enter. My balance is matching here. Click on simulate. Save. Document is posted. Now, by
mm,
copying this document, I want to post multiple invoices. So this is a new thing I did not explain earlier.
mm,
So menu, go to post with reference. With reference to document number 1007, I want to enter another invoice. Enter, enter. Now, if you see, I'm getting this message. Why I'm getting the message?
no, because you have the same document number. No, so you have already posted the entry.
So why I'm getting this message?
The document is already been entered.
Hmm.
That's why. Same document number. How can I post it the multiple
No,
entries?
no. The reason is when you create a business partner, you are selected check double invoice,
Okay.
right?
Mm,
So that is the reason system is saying that this, for this document, for this supplier, this already invoice is posted.
okay.
Someone using this. Okay.
Mm.
What is the user I've given to you, Shaker? 171 or something else?
User.
Yeah.
Okay. User you have given to me. Can't in SAP 171.
Oh, let me check one more. Outcome. Did I N 171 I given to you?
Hmm. 171.
Or we are doing the payment here, or we have posted some. So what? Why I'm getting the message? Because the check double invoice system is doing the message here. Okay. FB 60 is the transaction code. I think I did not complete it, right?
Yeah.
What is the document number? Do you remember?
1007.
One.
007.
Oh, oh. So because of check double invoice, I'm getting the
Hmm.
message. So I'll change the amount now. I'll put 150,000. Enter, enter, save, enter. Menu, go to reference, enter, enter. Friends, for money invoices. Now check the balance, VL1 and vendor line item display. Execute here. Total invoice pending is 615. For all these invoices, I want to apply the automatic payment method. What is the transaction code to make the payment automatically? F110. Run date. What is the date on which you are running the making the payment? I say I'll enter the today date. How you want to identify the program? You can give any name of your own choice. I'll say
Murli, what
yes.
about FBMP?
AP,
FBMP,
FB, ZP.
MP.
MP is a Dunning.
Oh,
That is an account receivable. We do that Dunning, right?
okay, yeah.
I think in the material wrongly shown as FB, MP.
Hmm.
That is a type of mistake. So you can correct as a FB, ZP.
JetP, okay.
So here identification, how you want to identify the program, I can put as 01, automatic payment program 1. Currently in status it is showing as no parameters entered yet. So what are the parameters we identified in the PowerPoint? The list of vendors, the list of company codes, the list of payment method, the next payment is your parameter list. To enter the parameter, click on the parameter tab, company code, payment method, see check. Next posting date, I'm expecting to run on 20/2/2025. Only expectation. Select your supplier number. This is my parameter. If I have multiple company code, the user keep on entering the company codes. Different payment method like online transfer, check, I enter. Different posting date, I keep on entering here. And if I have a range of supplier, I'll give from and to. This is called as a parameter. Now click on additional of tab. I am saying to the system that at the time of applying the payment, do consider the due date. Apply the payment for only that invoice which is for due, not to make the payment for all the invoices. And payment method selection if not successful. Select your vendor number. What is the vendor number? Yes. This is my vendor number. Copy, paste. Then click on save. Come back to status tab. Then you will find that parameters have been entered. After parameter, what is the second thing we discussed? Proposal. Click on schedule proposal. So once I click on schedule proposal, what is going to happen? Whatever the parameter the user has entered here, on this parameter system is going to run a proposal. It is going to identify only that invoice which is for due. Click on schedule proposal. So if you want to run it immediately, select immediately, or if you want to have some press date, time, you can select the date and time. Target computer, press F4, whatever the server is given here, that you need to consider. Enter. Proposal is running in the background. Wait for some time, then click on enter. Once you click on enter, you will get a message saying that proposal is created. Then in the proposal, I said you can edit the proposal. You can say this, if this much amount you want to block, you can block it. Or you don't, you want to say the invoice subject to verification. You don't want to pass amount. That you can do it in the edit proposal. All accounting clerks, enter. This is supplier. Select the line. Double click on the line here. These are invoices are posted. Now, if you say I don't want to make for payment for all the invoices, you can select block all, block. I want to make the payment. Double click on the line. Let's say, for example, I want to make the payment here. Click on reallocate option. Select the payment method which you have created, the bank account which you have created, account type you have created. Now, once I click on enter, the color will change it to light blue color. So what does that mean? The payment has applied for this line. Double click again here. Click on reallocate. If you want to apply a new payment method, select new payment. I want to continue the same payment method for the second line also. Double click here. So double click here again. Click on reallocate. I want to apply the same payment method. Double click here. Now fourth one, I'm trying to block it. Payment block. I say invoice is subject to verification. But in this server, this option we are not getting. You see any option, that is good. Enter. It is not accepting. In the real time, this is how you can block the particular invoice.
Okay.
Okay. Edit proposal here. Let us say I don't want to make the payment for this. I'll keep it unallocated. I'm keeping this open item. Click on save because it is not giving any option to block it. I'm keeping this as open.
Mm.
Click on save. Click on back arrow. Now, click on save here again. Back arrow. Payment proposal has been edited. After payment proposal, what is the last thing we discussed? Execute payment run. This is your payment run. So once you click on the scheduled payment and what is going to happen, as we discussed, four functions, like all the vendor open item will be cleared, the vendor reconciliation will be clear, system is going to issue the check automatically, it will update the check register, and also the accounting entries will system will run automatically. Click on payment run. I want to run immediately. Take the target computer. Enter. So payment is running in the background. Wait for some time. Then click on enter. So posting orders to generated to complete. That means my vendor open items are clear automatically. So I want to see the status. I can click on here. What is the transaction? I'm going to check the vendor line item. FBL1N.
One and
Here, I'm sorry.
but S4 HANA, you said no APL 1H.
Yeah, H is for HANA view. I'll explain. I think I already explained you. I told you, Shekhar.
Yeah.
Okay. FBL1N for the line items. If you want to see
Mm,
the only the total balance, I'll go with FBL1H.
mm, mm.
I don't have open items.
Mm,
All items execute here. So system has done the payment for all the line items.
mm.
415 is the payment has done. Now in the list of transaction, what is a manual payment and what is an automatic payment here?
ZP is the automatic payment.
Yes, ZP is a automatic payment. KZ is your manual payment.
Manual payment.
So in the same way, the vendor reconciliation, what is the reconciliation created yesterday? 100, 500. Click on execute. Okay, it may be different account. I'm sorry. Transaction code should be FBL 3N. GL line item, not a vendor.
GL9 item.
Yes. Here also balance equal to 0. Status is showing as clear. Now I want to see the accounting entry. This is the document number. Copy the
Mm.
document number. Go to
AP03.
FB03 document display 5002. This is the document was generated. Okay.
Mm,
Now I want the system to issue the check, payment advice, and payment summary automatically. For that, click on printout or data medium tab. Against the program name RFFOS_C. Give any name of your own choice. How you want to identify the printing program. Click on maintain variants, program run date, identification. Here, paying company code, sending company code, business area optional, bank account here, account ID press F4, check lot number press F4, currency dollar. Under print control, so I'm asking the system to print the check for which the printer name is LP01, local printer 1. As this is a practice servo, printer assigned to server is LP01. And that should happen immediately. Print payment advice, it should happen immediately for printer name is LP01. It should happen immediately. Print payment summary LP01, print immediately. Next. Number of sample print out I want 1. I say do not void any checks. Please don't cancel any check because the system is printing the check automatically. The left end and the right end and top margin, bottom margin printer is not set correctly. It should not waste any of my check leaves. Click on attribute here. Can view any new of your own checks. Click on save. Save for the second time. Click on back arrow. Save it again. Click, come back to the status tab. Finally, click on schedule print. How do you want to identify the print job here? You can give any name of your own choice. Click on enter. So print has been scheduled in the background. Now I want to see the print. You can use the transaction code SM38 or menu, system, services, output, control, spool. Click on exit. So system has generated the spools like this. I want to see the payment advice. Select the spool number. Click on the specs option. This is the payment advice which I am selling. Please use so-and-so check number and amount. So as is a tracking server, all the details are not mentioned, but is a this form. Back arrow. I want to see the payment summary. Select the payment summary, click on here. This is the payment summary I'm saying. Total 615. Back arrow here. I want to see the check, how it is. Select the check option. This is my check. Okay. So this completes your automatic payment program. If you have any question, you can ask me.
No, Murli.
But focus more on automatic payment program. Okay. Actually, my thing is that there is one open item, 200,000 open item. This one. My plan is in this one, I want to make the payment. There is a last topic which is a purchase returns. For that, I want to use this invoice. So anyway, it is a clear. So let us post one invoice and we do the returns. Okay. FB60. Can I go ahead? You want to stop?
No, no, go ahead.
Okay. So let us post one transaction, FB60. Your supply number. Let us say I'm buying 25,000 worth of material. Credit purchases. 200, 120. 25,000 is open item. Click on document is posted. Check the vendor balance. System is saying that 25,000 open item. Now in this 25,000, I say I'm returning the material worth 10,000. What is the transaction code to the returns?
Transaction code for return.
Yeah.
F-41.
Yes. F-41. Enter the document date.
Before
Here,
that, you have to assign OBA 7 kg, correct?
yeah, already for KG document type is there, Rashekar. Because for KA, we have assigned the document type. The same KG also will come. Let us see the for KG, OBA 7 transaction code.
Mm.
So first we'll see what is the document type or number assigned to KZ. Details here, 17. 17 we already done for KA document type. That is the reason I'm not meeting again. You go here, KA details, 17 is there. 17 we already maintained earlier.
Mm.
That is the reason I'm not meeting separately for C. Not required. If it is not. If in cases some other document instead of 17 is showing as 21, 30, 31, any other number, then again I need to meet it. Okay.
In
Am I
between,
clear?
suddenly, yeah, yeah. In between, suddenly, I don't know, in my handout, I can't see SM35. Why? I don't know.
SM35.
Hmm.
Why SM35 required?
You said a couple of minutes back.
No, that you can execute SM38 to execute the batch input asset, batch files. Already
Okay.
I went to menu, system, services, and output, right?
Hmm.
So this is the very shortcut. Else, if you want to see, then you can go to menu, system, services. You can select job, define job also. You can, or you can use SM38. This is just
Okay.
to execute the print jobs.
Okay.
Print
Okay.
job,
Okay.
nothing else.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Then now I need to issue the material. I need to return the material. F dash 41, document date. Now here, when I'm buying the material, what is happening?
Hmm.
Material is being debited, purchase debited,
Hmm.
vendor is credited.
Hmm.
So here I'm written in the material. That is, your vendor is debited and material is credited. Opposite.
Hmm.
Select the supplier number. Enter. Let us say I'm returning 15,000 worth of material. Business area. I say goods return.
Hmm.
When I'm returning, material is going out. Credit. When you are debiting, 40. When you are crediting, 50. Which account the material should get reduced? The inventory account, that is 200, 120. Because this is the account you created for inventory, that only it should reduce.
Hmm.
Enter, copy the amount, business area, copy the text,
Hmm.
click on save. Document is posted. Check the balance FBL 1 and now my balance is showing as 10,000, which is an open item. 25,000 I purchased, 15,000 returned, balance how much is there? 10,000 I need to do. Now let us try to clear this 10,000. F dash 53. Your document date, of bank, $10 item, Delta, enter. So not present should always be 0 here. Place your cursor in front of amount entered. Double click on two line item, then only to get balance 0. Double click on invoice column. Again, you double click on the written amount. Balance equal to 0. Save. Document is Post check the balance of BL one on execute, no open items, all items here, execute. These are the transactions. You want to combine even special also, select special, all items. Execute. These are the list of transactions. Now anything which is showing as KR, that is also a vendor invoice. KZ, I say the manual payment. And KG is the purchase returns. A stands for special transactions. AB is a clearing we are done, F-44 partial clearing we are done. ZP for manual payment, like that. Okay,
JetP for manual payment.
sorry, I said manual. ZP for
Yes.
automatic payment. KZ your manual payment.
Mm,
Okay,
okay.
so thanks for correcting me. Any
Okay,
questions,
Murli.
Shekhar?
No, nothing.
So tomorrow we are going to start the account receivable. So before that, you need.
Murli, I'm just,
Hmm.
making my entire, entire